Hello, YouTubers. It's been a while since my last review, but I've got something really special. So, welcome to my review slash opinion of the iFi Hip Dac. So, a bit of background. I've been on the hunt ever since my Icozerda. It's like a little wired dongle packed up. I've been on the hunt for a good portable audio solution, a good audio portable audio solution. So I got the BTR, the FiO BTR 5, and it's really good. Didn't like it too much on Bluetooth. Wired was really good, but it drained the battery on the phone, and it had a couple of things that I really didn't like. So I returned it. I also tried the Dragonfly Red. I found it too sharp, especially at the high end. I'm quite sensitive to high end or sharpness at the high end, so I didn't like that. I tried the black just to give it a try, but the sound was too constricted. It wasn't open. It wasn't really my cup of tea. So I took the chance and I ordered one of these, and I have to say I'm really pleased with the sound of this. I mean, this is fairly larger than your like a USB pen type DAC like the Dragonfly. It's quite larger than the BTR5. So I like wired connections because you get the sound is so much more musical, more precise, and all that kind of stuff. It's not to say that I don't like Bluetooth solutions. I got the Jabra Active Elite 75T, I think this is called. This is really good. So I use this for the gym and whatever, or when I just want the practical aspect of just putting this in my pocket and carrying it around. It's a bit of a faff to carry this around, to be fair, but here it is. It's a beautiful. It's all made of metal and whatnot. So in terms of features, it's got quite a few ports here. Quite a couple of ports here. So you got your normal 3.5 millimeter unbalanced, and then you got a 4.4 millimeter balanced output. This is like a it increases your gain, and it supposedly matches the gain to your headphone impedance. But whenever I press this button here, it just goes a lot louder. So I hardly ever use it. Probably useful if you have some power hungry headphones or whatnot. And this baby here is some extra bass feature, which is really good. You got the knob here. The knob is like your switch. You got there's a click. I'm sure you can hear it. At the bottom here, you got your charging port, USB-C, and you've got your signal in. So I'm using this with an iPhone. So I wanted a solution to sort of appreciate music on the go with my iPhone. So you'll need to use one of these dongles here. So the dongle goes in there, the lightning port goes onto your iPhone, and what I've been using is a couple of Velcro straps here, so it sticks to the back of the iPhone. It's still a faff to put in the pocket, so whenever I'm using this, I use like a little hip kind of a pouch. I've got this thing I use for running and whatever, so put it in there with the iPhone, because you're gonna stick this in the pocket. The wire sticks out quite a bit, and you're gonna cause damage to the wire. So not the most elegant solution in terms of portability, for sure, but the sound on this is just amazing, right? Especially the balanced output. So I've been trying this baby here for about a month now, and I've been using my beloved Ico OH7s. These are sublime. They're just so good. And I've also been using the Momentum 3, sorry, in wired, and I have to say the sound on this is pretty good. It's not bright at all. As I said previously, bright sounding items, headphones, earphones, amps, whatever. I'm quite sensitive to that kind of stuff, but this one is not sharp at all. And that's not to say it's not detailed. The sound stage is really wide. You can hear all the instruments very clearly. And the bass on this is amazing. The really is, when you first press this X bass feature here, you kind of you're in a bit of a shock because it's quite heavy, the bass, but it's not muddled, and you do get used to it. And once you get used to it, then you turn it off. You kind of you feel like you're missing something out. So really clever stuff. I read somewhere that the way that iFi managed to get the bass on here is all purely analog, so it's using the analog signal. I think, don't quote me on this, but whatever they did with this bass button here, they did well, because the bass is amazing, especially if you have headphones or earphones that can handle that sort of bass. So with my OH7s, which are sublime for bass, you increase the volume on this and you can feel your ears kind of vibrating without hurting. That's the thing. But these can handle that, right? So with my Momentum 3s, if I increase the volume too much, the bass, it doesn't quite handle the bass. But this is beyond what's kind of it's a very high volume, so you probably don't want to listen to music so loud anyway. So the bass is really good on this. So you can connect this to your computer as well. It comes with a series of cables. It comes with this cable here, which connects onto there, and the other end connects. This is normal USB port here. It comes with a similar one for Android with a USB Type-C on here, and it comes with a really short lead just to charge. In terms of charging, it takes quite a while to charge, but it lasts quite a long time. I mean, it lasts a whole day easily, this thing here. It's a really good solution. So I'm really pleased with it. Really, really pleased. I think I finally found what I was looking for. What I like about the sound on this is that it's not sharp. It's very, very musical, right? You can have amps and DACs that are very technically kind of capable, but they like a certain musicality. On this, you get all the musicality that you want. And a thing that I've noticed with this, from the sound of this compared to the sound of some other items that I've tried, and check out my other videos, is the presence, right? There is a presence. There is like it's the sound is meaty. It's present. It's almost like a desktop amp, if you like. There is a presence there that you don't get necessarily with the Dragonfly Red or the Black, or even the Fire BTR5. The presence on here, you start playing music and it's got meat. I'm missing the expression here, I think, but the sound is very present, right? You get involved with it a lot. So yeah, so I can listen to music on this for hours, and I'm really, really happy with it. I got this on Amazon. It was like, I got this secondhand on Amazon, and they sent me a version, because they have a version of this which is just a DAC. Oh, just DAC amp, and they have another version that comes with a pair of earphones. So I got this from Amazon warehouse, cheaper, and they sent me a version that comes with the headphones. Of course, the headphones weren't there, but I got the box, I got everything. But I got this nifty sleeve in here as well, so whenever I lay my phone against it, I'm not too worried about scratching the phone or scratching the amp, the DAC as well. So I'm really pleased with that. So I paid quite a fair bit less because it's an Amazon warehouse deal, but I was really chuffed to receive this. It's just a nice perk. So I'm really, really, really happy with this. I have to say it's a bit of a faff. It's not the most practical solution, because you have to kind of rest your phone against it. So you put your cable in like that, and then you connect it to the phone, and then you can hold them both like that. And then you can put it in your pocket. However, it's going to strain the cable here. So what I've done is that I'm using my running kind of a hip pouch. So I use one of these. There's plenty of space in there, so I just stick both in there kind of a sideways, and then I got control of the volume like that. So from a practical point of view, isn't it isn't as practical as a Dragonfly, for example, but the sound more than makes up for it. So if you're looking for really good, powerful, the bass is amazing on here. The mids are just spot on. The highs aren't harsh at all, but they're still present, and you can still feel the cymbals and everything in the music. So I'm really chuffed with this, and I think it costs about 169. I think you can get it for 149 from other sellers on Amazon. As I said, I got this kind of as a used item, so I paid even less than that. So I'm really happy with this baby, and it looks looks pretty. I mean, it's called the Hip Dac because it looks like a hip flask, the hip flask that you drink whiskey from or something. I'm really chuffed about the 4.4 millimeter output there, because my OH7s come with a balanced cable, which is 4.4 millimeters. So it's a marriage made in heaven. So that's usually how I kind of use it. So I'm really happy with it. It's nice and solid. It feels nice and solid. I like the click when it turns on. So it does MQA. If you're into MQA, Tidal and stuff, I'm doing some 3-month trial on Tidal, and to be sure that the sound is sounds a lot better with the master tracks and MQA. And it's got a couple of LEDs on the side here that tell you what sort of bitrate it's playing at. The sound on the 3.5 is pretty good as well, but the balance is definitely better. And this is a similar thing to what I experienced with the BTR5. The balanced output was just cleaner, wider, just more detailed sound. So yeah, the total recommendation. I think I'm keeping this for sure, for when I want to enjoy music, and I can put up with the lack of practicality of having to, get your phone next to this and whatever. But unfortunately, it seems like it's either that, or you have to buy a portable music player, a dedicated music player. So I think this is probably a better solution. So I'm really happy. Top marks from me. Well done, iFi, for bringing out the Hip Dac, because it really sounds amazing, especially that bass. The bass is amazing. You press that X bass button and you're in heaven if you like bass. And it doesn't even destroy the sound, so it doesn't bleed necessarily into other frequencies and stuff. So sound is open, really open and full. There's a presence on this is amazing. The presence is amazing. It seems like, you really get music that lets you get involved. That's just up my street, I like musicality. And I favor musicality above, technical prowess, because, music is to enjoy. So if you are out on the market for something that will improve your music experience on the go, this is it. Of course, you can connect it to your laptop, whatever, and I suspect that you will be just fine if you want to connect this to a stereo system or a set of powered speakers or whatnot. So this could be your all-in-one kind of a solution, because this is amazing. So thank you very much for watching, and I see you around.